Today we talk about quality versus quantity. Hello legends and super legends, welcome to Veloharmony. In today's video I want to address something that I was inspired to do by one of our online questions during our successful live session that we have every Wednesday afternoon here. The gentleman asked about, should I, as a new rider, should I only do endurance training zone 2? Well, he's not the only one who's asked the question, and it's not just on the live session. I get a lot of notes via the website, email, whatever. There's a lot of people out there, I guess, after they come and watch our videos here on this channel, they want to know, how do I best get myself in shape? And not everybody wants to sign up with a coach full-time per se. So I have finally rolled out what I've been giving to the people that I coach in a format that you can pay for piecemeal wise if you want access to similar quality. You won't get the one-on-one per se, but there's enough information for the DIY people out there. Say you just want to work on endurance or anaerobic intervals or VO2, threshold, sub-threshold, and so forth. I've grouped the workouts to where you can just purchase a batch of workouts and go focus on what I call your limiters. If you don't know what your limiters are, you can always consult with us and we can do a workup on you and point you to whichever workouts you want. That has helped me tremendously free up my time to devote to other things. Because quality means, what are you doing an endurance ride, or what are you doing threshold or sprints or whatever? It means that during your ride, you have a function, a purpose. There's sections of your ride that you're going to focus on working on specific things. It's not necessarily riding for 6 hours, 4 hours, or so forth. If you only have an hour and a half or 2 hours or 1 hour, you have to devote a percentage of that time that you have to whatever it is your limiter is or whatever you want to focus on. You can't work on everything in one ride. So each ride needs to have a plan. And so when people talk about quality versus quantity, that's what they're talking about, because you can't ride fast every day. The body has to rest. So quality can be, I'm going to do this endurance ride, and during this ride, at the second hour or 45 minutes into it, I'm going to focus on this cadence, this zone, and then rest in this zone. That's what they mean when they say quantity versus quality. Or today's Tuesday, I'm going to go out and I'm going to do a certain number of sprints, because the last time I was riding with the group, when they started to go really hard or sprinting for the traffic, the city limit signs, I couldn't compete. So that means you take a ride where you say your focus is going to be blah, blah, blah number of sprints, however long you need to do it, whatever you're focusing on, whether it is tension sprints or high cadence sprints where you start out with a heavy gear, but then you spin it out. That's what they mean. All of that I just said translates into structure. If you have no structure, you won't know what you need to work on. You will just go out and ride, and you're at the mercy of whatever. That's what they mean when they say quality versus quantity. This is what a lot of people are aware of that. So they've been contacting me, asking for specifics on workouts and so forth. So I've been sending stuff by email and so forth to them, for the people who would sign up for the consulting. And then I decided to just put this program together and make it available to the masses. So I'll put the link here to all the cycling workouts that I've grouped by the different categories, meaning endurance, anaerobic threshold, VO2 max, sprinting, whatever. That will help you get there if you want to do DIY on your own. I will also put a link here for the additional plans that I've rolled out so far, what I call in-season, to complement the off-season builder that I put out there, the 12-week off-season builder, and also the pre-season. So it goes from our off-season plan, pre-season to in-season. So we have 3 major plans out there now. I will be rolling out additional plans because people have contacted me asking that, look, I'm somebody new to the sport. I've been sitting around all the time. I just want to get in shape real quickly to do this 50-kilometer ride that's coming up. And what's a fast track to get there? So I'm designing a plan for that. So what I've decided to do was, instead of one-on-one consulting like I've been doing, which takes up a lot of time, I took the things that I have in my head and I've basically written them down into different books or pamphlets per se, and they're available. They're very easy to use. It's all PDF digital stuff. So when you buy it, you download it, you can use it on your tablet, your phone, whatever. They're not huge to where you need a lot of RAM or memory or so forth. So lightweight stuff that you can use on your phone. You can take it on the road. You don't need to deal with paper. You can have it on your phone, however you want, put it in your text, like text it to yourself or store it in your iCloud files. I set it up to where the PDF docs that are, it's secure and so forth, but you can basically use it on any device you have. I think it's a lot easier than having people print it out and so forth. So if you want to focus on quality, you must have a plan. If you can't get a coach, get some kind of plan. And that's what this is about. Without the quality and the focus, you're just hitting or missing. You're not going to be focused. You're not going to have the confidence to know that, yes, I can do that when the group takes off up that hill. You guys saw some of the videos in the past where I would be riding with more than them, and I had been off like 10 days, and they took off up the hill, and the gear I was in was too easy. I shifted up. The other one was too hard. Where I went back for a week or so, focused on that kind of effort, and boom, came back, all is well. So that's what I mean. You don't need to ride 6 hours a day, 4 hours a day, or whatever to improve. You need focus, and the focus comes from having a structured plan, something to guide you, to give you specific workouts. So our workouts are down to telling you how many seconds to do, and the assumption is that you have your zones. What are you doing? Power zones or heart rate zones. The prerequisite is a threshold test, which we also provide, as one of the workouts there. You need to have the zones correct, so that you're not riding too hard. Because if the workout calls for zone 4 and your numbers are too high, you will seem like you'll be killing yourself to get to zone 4. Regardless of which tool you're using, your zones must be accurate. Otherwise, it's futile. Okay? So leave your questions, comments below. I will put the links to the plans and the workouts that we have, so that those of you who don't have a coach or don't intend to get a coach can decide whether you just want to get workouts that will help you improve certain areas or get the plan. The benefit of the plan is that I've already put things together to get you there, meaning rest days and so forth and so on, which is what I provide for the people that I coach. But it's now in a plan, and it's more of a general thing. And I kept the hours reasonable. Between 5 and 9 hours is the most in the plan as you go through the week. But the plan also has tapering in there, especially the in-season plan. But it's important that you go through the sequence. I also specify who should be using a particular plan, and if you're not at the fitness level to use this plan, I put the recommended plans that you should start with and so forth. So I think it'll be very clear. So that's what they mean when they say quality versus quantity. You need to focus on specific things, and so you can ride minimum hours per week and still keep up with people who are just floundering around or spending a lot of hours riding around. Okay? So I hope this will help those of you who are on the fence. But check out our plans and get yourself focused on investing in your engine. And regardless of whatever bike you have, you will enjoy cycling more. To that effect, keep getting your K's in.